Hello everyone, my name is Giovanna Ortega and my Teach It project is Doing Gender. We all perform gender daily, both unconsciously and consciously. The sociological concept of doing gender explains that gender is a performance or displays based on our actions and behavior. While doing gender can be intentional, it is mostly conducted unintentional. What is gender? Gender is how we represent ourselves to the world. Many people represent themselves as either man or woman. However, someone can identify with multiple genders. Some could be native or indigenous, two spirits, non binary gender, neither man or woman, or others are more gender fluid. Some may be transgender, and some do not like the idea of gender at all. Neither biological sex nor gender identifies or determines a person's gender orientation. Gender identity, how a person identifies itself whether male or female or neither. There is many different society boxes of what you are depending on how you look. People do not see you based on your style, masculine or feminine. Some people identify neither feminine or masculine. Understanding the importance of incorporating sexual identity. If a person has certain types of genes, they may appear stereotypically female. In this case, cross-cultural variations of gender rules. Gender rules are the concept we associate with men and women. When it comes to the behavior and appearances, some examples of cross-cultural gender rules is Argentina and in France. France, both men exchange a kiss on the cheek when they greet each other. In the US, that would be shamefully. In Scotland, men wear skirts called kilts, and they are used traditionally part of their culture. Some parts of the Middle Eastern both men and who are friends or peers hold hands. All these are example of gender rules that will be a violation in the United States. Why do you think these gender rules can apply in the US? Why do we follow gender rules? Performance refer to how we act and the societal rules that dictate how we express gender, which consists of actions or behaviors that signal masculinity or femininity. These rules are general concepts that we begin to understand from birth. They shape our perceptions of what is typically associated with being male or female. Gender rules are learned from over time and vary by culture and environment, from parents to teachers and adults. For example, when young boys gravitate towards toys like monster trucks and Marvel action heroes, while girls may prefer Barbie dolls and items with a pink color. These ideas are internalized based on our social system that defines characteristics of man and woman. Doing gender out of habit involves actions that reflect either an intentional or unintentional awareness. Gender policing. Negative reactions to gender rules and gender policing can manifest in comments such as calling a male pussy for not being brave enough to do something he doesn't want to do. Similarly, telling a woman she's a tomboy because she doesn't dress in a typical way society expects of girls to dress. I can relate to this because when I was in high school, I was made fun of for not shaving my legs. According to society, women should not be hairy, as this is often seen as being masculine. It felt wrong to be shamed for having hairy legs, and I felt the pressure to shave it off in order to conform to the expectation of being girly enough. Gender expression, the external display of doing gender through clothing, behavior, and mannerism. Expression may or may not align with societal expectation. Gender expression refers how we present ourselves and behave. For example, women may choose to dress a certain way to attract or embrace her femininity, or they prefer to have short hair and wear loose clothing when more when some may think that she's a boy. Additionally, gender expression can also be a way to challenge societal norms by defying traditional expectations of how we do gender, act, or perform. Common gender stereotypes. We act in gender ways out of habit, gender stereotypes, because it's easier to obey gender rules than break them. This idea comes from gendering just about everything from what women should do or not do, what women roles should be and play in the household with sports. children should be or not, we gender occupations and are appropriate to male or female. This is a, this idea comes from social construction of influential shared interpretations of reality, falling into the social construction of gender. Fostering inclusivity is important to respect each individual's identity by using their correct pronouns. Misgender practice using pronouns do not go based on how the person looks. When someone uses the wrong pronouns, it could cause added weight, shame, doubtfulness, unworthiness of the person's identity. Unfortunately, people's minds are so used to identifying someone as male or female, misgender based on someone's name or sex. Now, depending on their gender identity, any person can choose pronouns that suits him or her best. Persons prefer to call him, he, his, she, hers, her, they, them, theirs, gender neutral. This has been used for hundreds of, of years and even used by Shakespeare. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt to do gender based on rules? Did you make an exception because you need to follow the rules based on the situation? Reference. Thank you. The